right, there's, I'd say, probably three different contexts that kind of came together at the same time that kind of really jump-started us into pursuing renovating this space. The first one was the global pandemic. So when everyone was at home the whole time, we realized that we're all gonna be hanging out here a little bit more than we normally would, which wasn't a big deal because I took it upon myself to take our basement and make it more kid-friendly. I put up fancy posters on the wall, tried to organize some stuff in the corner. We created a little bit of a workout center, and we kind of junked it all together. And the kids kind of enjoyed it. They kind of warmed up to that. And it became quickly evident that they were just becoming older. And as they all three entered their teenage phase, they really had their own group of friends that they wanted to bring to our home. And in the context of that, we recognized our livable space was just a little bit not as conducive as we would like for that. So we said, okay, maybe we should start thinking about this a little bit more. The other context that kind of came to mind beyond the COVID and then just three teenagers growing up was our parents are aging, and this was an opportunity for us. We've been faced with some very real scenarios of like having a grandparent or a parent move in with us for an extended period of time. And how do we do that with our current livable space? Well, we could kind of make it happen. We could make it work in certain scenarios, but wow, this space down here could kind of serve as a two-in-one, a space more livable for our family and their friends, but also for maybe some aging grandparents as well. I'd say the third last context was just with our kids becoming just older, now thinking about college and thinking about what they wanted to do for college. There's lots of different options for college these days, and one of those includes hanging around more locally for a season as well. So this also created an opportunity for us to create a livable space, not just kind of a teen hangout, but also a livable space potentially for one of our kids if they wanted to, stay home during college. So those are the three things that I'd say all came together that said, all right, now is the time. We've got a three-in-one that we can go pursue this space and make it much more livable.
It's amazing how much this has changed, how much this adds to our home. So it really feels like we've added a third level. So we had upstairs with bedrooms, the main floor is our kitchen and family room, but the amount of square footage that we had available to us in this basement was huge. So tried to maximize making it a multi-purpose room that we have in this room, and then our other room is kind of a flex room, so it'll be a workout room the majority of the time, but we figured out some creative ways to transition it from a workout room into a bedroom really quickly. So that could be used for sleepovers, or that could be used for extended stays for friends or family. And then we decided to add a bathroom down there to kind of make that. And then we still have tons of storage. So really, Justin helped us put together a great floor plan that does it all. So I think that the return on our investment feels like it's going to be pretty huge. We use this room and this space now probably more than we use any other rooms in the house. The kids, I think a little bit of a problem we've created is that too many kids want to be here now all of the time. And so it is really regular that we have lots of people, which we love, and so that's a good and a bad problem. But no, it's been a great space. Working with CAP, I would say, is something we were really excited about doing. Our son Josh is 13. Yeah, he just turned 13. Our son Josh just turned 13. And Mike didn't grow up in a family that did a lot of the home improvements themselves, and so he didn't have really any experience. And my dad passed away when I was really young, so we didn't have that as a resource. To have something like CAP available to equip both ourselves and then also equip our children and our kids was really, really valuable to us. So Josh loved participating in the CAP program, learning how to use all the power tools. And then he was down here pretty much every day that they were here, just on site learning how to do stuff. I've noticed that his confidence has changed a lot. So I was hanging a bathroom cabinet and he's like, Mommy, I can totally help you with that. So that value that was added was huge. I love the kids that were in here. They were super respectful. They were really accepting of any like critiques that I had. So if I wasn't happy with something when it was done the first time, there was never any pushback. It was like, no problem, we'll move that. So I loved working with the team. The kids were great. Justin's always great. I felt like the communication was excellent. Justin did a really good job of making sure that the kids never made a decision for me. And so if there was any decision, whether it was just even as simple as where a light switch was going to be placed, Justin always made sure that they were trained to consult me. I think that was really wise. So that made less rework for them. And then if it didn't work out well, it was on me because I made the decision, not them. So, but yeah, great experience. If we have another project, we'd be more than happy to enroll CAP. They were high quality work, extremely responsive, pleasant to have around the house, working on projects, and let us learn alongside as we could or we wanted to. So all of those things, I don't know any other contractors in our area that are like that. So.
And the one thing I'd build is, speaking of Josh, so yeah, growing up, I didn't have, great experience using my hands. So definitely an area of weakness and opportunity for me, and something that I want to pass on to my son was the ability and have the confidence to work with his hands, but I just didn't have it. And, when I heard about CAP, it was almost a pipe dream. I was just like, there's no way this is gonna happen. This is just, me being over parenting. My son will never wanna do this. It'll never work. Even if he doesn't, he won't like it. And even if he goes through the program, he won't be able to help out with a real project, like, working on our basement. But I'd say just God showed up in a really cool way where my son's heart was open to experimenting with the classes. And when he went to the classes, it was amazing. The first day I walked up to the classes, I think they were just hammering nails into wood, something super, super simple. I'm just like, oh man, he's going to have hated this. But he came away and he's like, oh no, it's actually really cool. And talking with Justin on the side afterward, Justin was like, oh yeah, this is I try to start them off very, very simple, very, very focused, and then each week it progresses to become more entertaining. You get to use cooler tools as you go. And just the fact that the first week they were literally hammering a nail into a piece of wood, how Justin kept those young men and young women entertained and engaged, and that they came away valuing the experience, blew my mind. So each week it did get better. Each week Josh loved it even more. And after he graduated from the 5-week course, having the opportunity to go work side by side, to actually get his hands dirty, working on something in our own home, an amazing blessing, blew my mind. And to see him actually using real tools, doing real projects that I'd never done before, was so, so awesome to know that he actually, with his hands, helped to do this work. And of course, Justin is a fantastic teacher, fantastic craftsman in terms of his work. And I just couldn't be more delighted both with the experience my son got to have, but also with the outcome. It's not only great work, but it's a great value from the investment of our money, but also our time. Josh came away talking about how Justin kind of was almost a mentor to him throughout this, and he saw him as a mentor to him throughout all this. And that's just really special. Money can't buy that. So we feel really, really blessed, not only with the experience our son had, and with the outcome that we're experiencing, but just in being in relationship with this organization. It's a special organization.